Oh, hi guys, I was just cleaning. So yeah, welcome back to ADHD Genius. Today we're diving into 7 tips for cleaning with ADHD brains, and you probably already know that cleaning with ADHD can be an uphill battle. When the going gets tough and executive function sets in, my laundry basket piles up and the garbage overflows and my desk becomes a landing place for almost every object I own. Yeah, but discarded mail as a mental reminder to pay that bill. Stick it on the desk. Cookies as a visual reminder to eat. Desk boxes of medication necessary for my survival. You guessed it. Desk. Desk it is. So staying on top of household chores with ADHD can seem impossible, but there are ways to master cleaning. So let's dive in. So why is cleaning so difficult for those of us with ADHD? Well, if you find cleaning with ADHD difficult, there's no need to feel shame. ADHDers struggle with executive dysfunction, and which kind of impacts our ability to begin and finish tasks, follow directions, switch between tasks, and stay on track with our to-do lists. And a weaker working memory also plays a part in the cleaning. Yeah, the cleaning struggle. And it's common for ADHDers to make a mess and forget to clean it up. And I've lost track of how many times I've left my clothes in the sink and been sidetracked, yeah. Okay, so here are my top tips on how to clean with ADHD. So number 1, don't take off your shoes. Zoomies is the phrase pet owners use to describe random bursts of energy. And I've co-opted this for myself and called it the ADHD Zoomies. I usually experience this while I'm still on my feet and still have my shoes on to create a sense of urgency. And if I start a quick task just after I've returned home, I often feel compelled to do more. And sitting down and getting comfortable will make it almost impossible. So, and make it impossible to get back up and do something you don't want to do. So, tip number 2 is to create rituals, but be flexible, because routines in ADHD are like a catch-22. And if you live with a disability, work a lot, or have kids, you might struggle to keep a cleaning routine. However, you can reframe the way you look at rituals. For example, you don't need to clean the whole kitchen every Sunday. Instead, why not commit to cleaning just one thing in the kitchen, like the microwave or wiping down the counters? So just start small, because you should begin with something small, like starting the laundry or tidying your desk, to give your brain a little feel-good dopamine chemicals, like a dopamine buzz from completing a task. And you might even feel energized to tick off more. And that was tip number 3. So, and the 5 things method, coined by Casey Davis, can also be impactful. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, tell yourself that there are only 5 things to focus on, one after another in any room. Like number 1, trash, collect it and dispose of it. Number 2, laundry. Collect only clothing items and put them in your laundry basket. Number 3, dishes. Put all the dishes in the sink. Don't worry about washing them just yet. And things that have a place. So number 4 is things that have a place. Put them back in their place. And things that don't have a place is number 5. So things that don't have a place, pile up and decide where to put them. Psst. Getting rid of them is also an option. Only focus on one task at a time in any given room while ignoring the rest. This way, even if you have to stop in the middle of it, you'll have addressed the most important things first and made the space a bit more livable. So step by step. Tip number 4 is to be a sprinter, not a marathoner. Like, try to rebrand yourself as a sprinter or even a jogger. Little and often is the motto. One life-changing mantra is the don't put it down, put it away approach. So the rule is whatever you're ridding yourself of, like whether that's a pair of jeans that need to go back in the drawer or your moisturizer, don't discard it somewhere it doesn't belong. Because if you tell yourself, don't put it down, put it away, you avoid like random piles from adding to the mess that might eventually require a cleaning marathon. So tip number 5 is use timers. ADHDers can be competitive, so why not make cleaning a game? Like, first, time yourself as you complete chores around the house, and then gamify cleaning by trying to beat the clock. Like, try using a physical clock to keep an eye on the time. And time blindness is very real, and a physical reminder of how time moves is a ticking clock. So, for example, reinforce a sense of urgency so that like you're competing and it gets done faster. And tip number 6 is to make cleaning equipment easily accessible. So you might struggle to muster the motivation to vacuum if your vacuum cleaner is neatly stacked in a cupboard. So keep your cleaning equipment out in plain view or plain sight if you can. And if it's already out, then your brain will be much more likely to want to use it. However, keeping objects out can contribute to more clutter. So tailor it where possible. For example, instead of keeping the bleach in the cupboard furthest away, keep it closest to where you might need to use it. And tip number 7 is remember, done is better than perfect. Because perfectionism and ADHD can go hand in hand, but remember, done is better than perfect. Like, who cares if you didn't iron your clothes? At least you washed them. And chasing perfection is exhausting. I know firsthand. And it's unsustainable. If it's not serving you, and perfectionism definitely isn't, let it go. And there you have it. 7 tips for cleaning with an ADHD brain. And just remember to embrace the chaos and have fun. And don't forget that cleaning can be entertaining. So go out there and sprinkle some sparkle on your space. And I'll see you guys in the next video.